It's going to be a tough one, but we're preparing really hard for it, and I think we're going to do well.
A conference championship, something that hasn't happened here at SC since 2008. What would it mean to wrap up this year with the conference title?
Yeah, it'd be huge. It's what we work super hard for in the off season, and that's what drives us every single game when we play Pac-12 games, is to win a championship, and we get that opportunity on Friday, and we're really looking forward to it, and just gonna try our best to win that game.
How different does Stanford look on film than they did in September?
They look really good. They're obviously same personnel, but they've just mixed some things up here and there. We're still looking at them, but they're doing a lot of good things, obviously, and KJ's playing really good ball. I know KJ from Pop Warner and also just from being from Orange County, so he's playing really good football, and obviously their defense is flying around right now and making plays, so it's going to be a great test.
What do you remember from that first matchup this year about the offense?
About our offense? I thought we really found a rhythm in that game. We were able to run the ball, we were able to throw the ball, so hopefully we're able to do the same in this game, this time around, so just really looking forward to the opportunity.
What kind of head coach do you think T would make?
I think he'd make a great head coach if he decides to go that route. But yeah, I think T's an awesome guy. So anytime you get a great guy and with that kind of mindset, that offensive mindset, he's going to make for a great head coach one day. We'll see what happens.
What would you say is like maybe the best trait as a coach?
Coach T?
Yeah.
He's a great teacher. I think that's the one thing. But he expects the highest levels out of everyone, and I think that's you kind of find that trait in all coaches that are great, in my opinion. I'm not super experienced. I'm only 20 years old, so not that experienced in terms of what is necessary to be a great coach. But in my eyes, he would make a great head coach.
Sam, what are you looking for? What are the best assets that the Stanford defense has?
They're always super physical, and they always are in tune with their assignments on every single play. I think that's the number one thing. Obviously, they're athletic. It's just, it's going to be a great test, and we're really looking forward to it.
Do you think you have a big advantage having a bye week and they play Saturday?
Our legs are healthy, but it also, it was tough to go 12 straight weeks. It's just, I don't think we have necessarily an advantage, because you could look at it the other way too, is like they're on a roll and they're going to keep going, but at the same time I think our legs are fresh, and you can look at it from both ways, and I think.
To what extent do you look at the tape from your game against them earlier versus tape of them more recently? How do you measure them against each other?
Yeah, I'm going to look at both. I'm looking more, I think, at tape recently, just to see what they've done, because they've changed some things since the beginning of the year. So, I'm just looking at more tape from recently, to be honest.
Was KJ always on the other team in Pop Warner, or would you guys ever play on the same team?
No, he was always on the other team.
But the same league?
Yeah, for the most part.
So did you guys always know who each other was when you were little?
No, honestly, we weren't. We weren't in the same friend group. He kind of grew up a little more north than I did. So, but just two good players in Pop Warner, you kind of know who each other are, but you might not necessarily meet. But that's kind of how that was.
Who won most of the games when you would play each other?
I think KJ would probably say him. I would maybe say myself, but honestly, they had a really good team over there. But I don't want to get into that.
That's definitely him.
Yeah, for sure him. Yeah.
When you go through a season with a lot of people watching your every move and wondering if you hate certain NFL teams and don't want to go there, and if you're going to go to the NFL and stuff like that, how do you block that out? How do you avoid hearing about that stuff?
Yeah, you just got to block it out. There was that story about the Browns and everything, and I didn't say anything about the Browns. I've never said anything bad about a team. So when those stories come out, I just gotta, I'm not gonna tell everyone, hey, I didn't say that, but I'm just gonna be like, hey, I didn't say that. Just to myself and my friends, I'm gonna let them know, I never said anything like that, and they know I would never say anything like that. My teammates know I would never say anything like that. So, when those stories come out, I just kind of brush them off to the side and just kind of live my life, honestly.
You can say something bad now if you want to about that.
Tim, how did you spend the bye week? Did you just chill out, or did you still work on your game and watch Stanford's game? Or
Yeah, I worked out a couple times, but I didn't throw the ball at all. I tried to give my arm a good rest. Yeah, I just worked out a little bit, but yeah, for the most part, I decided to relax just because I thought that's what my body needed.
Did you remember anything from the Pac-12 title game a couple of years ago? I know you were redshirting, obviously, but is there anything you remember from going up there and being there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great experience. I remember Christian McCaffrey, but yeah, I mean, it was a great experience, and it was a great Stanford team. I remember, Kyle Murphy played at St. Clemente, and I knew him personally. It was cool to see him after and before the game. Josh Garnett too. So it was cool to see those guys, and it was obviously a bummer to lose that game. And we want to win it this time around for sure. It'd be awesome to, add another conference championship to the total.